And one last question for you, Sheriff, real quick. We talked earlier last night, and you were telling me even the Sheriff's Department itself is practicing the social distancing. You're telling me that you're having to have meetings with your bigger officials inside the Sheriff's office via conference call and stuff. So,
we're trying to limit our contact. We've staggered. Obviously our patrolmen, the front line, they have a job to do, and we're going to have to do that. But we're taking, like other police departments, calls that don't require any for instance, maybe a hit and run,
right,
or a bicycle theft where there may not be any evidence or things. We can take those things over the phone and deal with those. But there are cases we're just going to have to go out and investigate, and we're just going to have to take precautions with gloves and of course any safety measures we can take, and maybe not getting too close to people. And look, that's hard in Southwest Louisiana. We're a touchy-feely kind of community that like to hug and
shake hands and stuff like that.
Be close to each other and shake hands, and so it's really having to change the way we think of the way we deal with each other on just a friendly basis. So it's not our culture, so it's very difficult for us in Southwest Louisiana. But yes, we are practicing it, and each day we're trying to curtail and figure out how to move shifts and move personnel, whether it be working alternate shifts in places where it would normally be just days, or letting some people off for a week, some people come on for a week, just so in the event somebody gets sick that we don't have a whole staff that's sick at the same time. And
absolutely,
so we're all doing our part, and that's what the public needs to do, and that's what our employees should do. I know my wife works at one of the industries, and they're making them work from home. So, what I want people to do, and this is an example of, we're not going to lock you in your house, okay? That's just not the way things are going to happen. People have to get essentials. What I would like people to do while they're out, or when they have to get out, if they can afford it. I'm not telling you to go, get yourself in debt, but go to these businesses and, Pat's of Henderson, Seafood Palace, Nina P's, and I shouldn't have started naming any, but your local, Mr. Bill's Seafood, all these local restaurants who had to close down, try to visit them on a takeout basis, and let's help these local businesses. And if you have neighbors that work at a retail place where they had to close down, if you can help them maybe with food, and let's just all pull together and get through this and help. I'm sure that Social Security, unemployment checks are going to start happening, and that's good. But we just need to help each other through this time, and we'll be fine. We'll be, again, like any other disaster, we'll be stronger and a better community because of it.
Absolutely. So one more question, and then I'll let you go. For folks that may need the Sheriff's Department, we haven't talked to you in a little while, tell them a couple ways. It's cpso.com. That's the website. You also have a Facebook page, but they can always call the office as well, right, Sheriff?
Absolutely, and call 911 certainly if it's an emergency. And we're going to be there for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and we are going to get through this. I promise you, we are going to get through this, and we're going to be fine. And don't panic and don't listen to rumors. If you have a question, we're going to tell you there's no interstates are going to be closed. Just none of that's true. And we're going to get through this, and we're going to survive this.
All right. We appreciate it. Sheriff Tony Mancuso stopping by this morning because I know he's going to be really busy today.
Yes, thank you so much for taking time to do that. I know the listeners really appreciate it as well.
I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for letting us keep the public updated.
And we'll talk to you again early next week, I'm sure, Sheriff. Be safe, and thanks for taking care of our community, sir.
Thank you, sir.